Total income rose to 452 billion dinars with a 31.7% growth rate. Welcome back to Newsroom. I'm Shaw Smith with your Middle East U.S. entertainment news here on YouTube. I air on Fridays, bringing you the latest on reforms and economics of Iraq based on reports put out by the Middle East news media outlets. I do this weekly review and it's based off my interest. Thank you everyone for joining me. Let's get right into this week's headlines. Thank God it's Friday. Iraq has reduced the direct economic impact of U.S. tariffs on exports to the U.S. despite the tight trade policy of U.S. President Donald Trump's administration. Iraq's economic advisor Mauser Mohammed Shaleh stated that America's tariffs do not hinder Iraq's trade and economic stability. Shaleh stated that the country's got 90% imports from their partners like Turkey, China, and India, the UAE, and European Union, and hopes that the U.S. will avoid protectionist shifts, reminding you that Iraq is linked to Washington through the Strategic Framework Agreement. Iraq's first deputy speaker, Mohsen al-Mandawi, met with the U.S. ambassador in Iraq, Daniel Rubinstein, on the Eid al-Fitr. The two discussed bilateral relations, focusing on political and economic cooperation, joint investment, and security in Iraq. Al-Mandawi emphasizes the importance of political stability and continues joint coordination on common interests. This meeting also discussed regional developments, tourism prevention, and cooperation in combating tourism and strengthening the regional security, according to Alfred News. Mauser Mohammed Shaleh and the Prime Minister's economic advisor has revealed that the use of emergency reserves in 2023 budget, the reserves amounting to 500 billion dinars, is authorized by Law Number 13 of 2023 to cover emergency expenses if there's no existing allocations. The exceeding 3 billion dinars requires approval from the Council of Ministers. This reserve is said not to be directly linked to ongoing projects. Zainab al-Mousawi, a member of the Parliamentary Oil and Gas Committee, has emphasized the need of an urgent meeting between the Ministry of Oil and the regional representatives to break the deadlock in the oil export files. She highlighted the need for political intention, understanding of controversial points like the export mechanisms, the regional's financial shares of the budget, and the supervision of exports. She also highlighted to the importance of the mediation and international support in bringing views closer. Speaking about those oil files, Iraq's oil ministry aims to restart exports through the Iraqi-Turkey pipeline under the revised budget law. It requires the Kurdistan Regional Government, the KRG, to deliver all productions to SOMO for fair compensation. Prime Minister al-Sudani condemned illegal oil sales outside of official channels, calling them violations against Iraq's people. The government is committed to transparent negotiations and protecting national interests, urging talks to resume legitimate exports. Iraq's foreign reserves are at their highest, ensuring economic stability, covering over 100% of issued currency, despite its slight 1% dip due to its increased foreign reserve trade and oil revenues conversions. Stability remains strong. High liquidity control price stability and affect trade coverage. Over 15 months of exports reflects robust monetary management. Iraq's banking sector saw mixed trends this week. Commercial bank assets fell by 0.92%, while private deposits rose by 10.63%. The central bank dollar's purchases dropped sharply by 61.97%, with major declines in cash sales. Currency supplies decreased. Gold reserves fell by 8.69%, but loans to small businesses grew by 47.2%. Inflation dropped 35.56%, showing improved price stability. Speaking about banking, Rafidain Bank is advancing with new systems for compliance, anti-money laundering, and digital payments, partnering with American University in Baghdad. It aims to enhance financial management and security, modernize services, now simplified payments for employees and retirees, striving for regional banking leadership. And Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani extended Eid al-Fitr greetings to the Iraqi people and their entire Islamic nation, wishing for peace, security, and acceptance of their good needs. He reaffirms his government's commitment to implementing its programs across social, economic, and service sector, pledging continuous efforts towards reconstruction and development to meet the people's aspirations during their holiday season. And Iraq's ambassador, Nazir al-Kharala, announced that over 50 American companies will visit Iraq, with plans discussed alongside the American Chamber of Commerce to focus on sectors like energy, healthcare, education, and transportation. And the National Bank of Iraq, the NBI, approved increasing its capital from 400 billion to 520 billion dinars through free shares and 80 billion dinars in cash dividends. Their 2024 net profit reached 252 billion dinars, a 32.6 increase from 2023. Total income rose to 452 billion dinars with a 31.7% growth rate. The NBI's asset grew to 5.1 trillion dinars, making it the largest private bank in Iraq by asset volumes. They expanded to 294 ATMs and 33 branches, with plans to add 6 more branches and reach 400 ATMs in 2025. Their strategy emphasizes sustainability, digital transformation, and enhancing banking services with systems like the T24 and the AML Syrian. And you've been watching Newsroom Weekly Review. I'm Chalice Smith with your Middle East U.S. entertainment news on reforms and economics of Iraq, and bringing you all the latest Dinar news without having to keep up with all the different outlets. We're here on YouTube every Friday, so don't forget to subscribe and turn those notification bells on. If you like our content, give us a thumbs up. If you really like our content, you can always see a super chat or a super thanks in the comment section below. Our internet is cutting out due to the storms. We've been facing tornadoes for the last few days, so I won't keep you long today. For more articles, you can find us on Patreon under Eco Future Wealth, where we are posting daily. Again, thank you for being a subscriber, and thank you for visiting Newsroom Chalice Smith for your trusted Dinar news. We'll see you guys next Friday. Take care. Make sure you join us Fridays, 4 p.m. with Newsroom Updates with Chalice Smith Entertainment News.